Absolute Radio is where you can hear Prince, Mumford and Sons,
I will wait for you,
and The Killers.
Can you read my mind?
Absolute Radio
Where real music matters.
Absolute Radio
is
the home of rock and roll football. Barclays Premier League football commentary every Saturday afternoon. Yeah, you heard a little bit behind the scenes of the radio. That's the magic that makes this radio show happen. I believe it was Mark Crosley, Stills and Nash who was on before me. Well done, you, sir. Iain Lee, Absolute Radio. Tick your radar diaries now. Eloise is through there. She's setting up, so we can't talk to her. Look, she's not plugged it in. But while I fill and wonder what we can say without Eloise, we go over to the young gentleman who's joined me in the studio. He's shivering like a homeless man, only because it's cold. You do have a home. It's Dougie Anderson. Oh,
hey, microphone.
Maybe try. Maybe it's that one.
Microphone mishap situation. Oh, hello.
There we go.
Yeah, okay, right.
Okay.
Gonna move that mic.
There we go.
Move
You were
this
correct,
one
Dougie.
up. Just coming in.
There we go. Dougie Anderson. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Douglas Dougie Anderson.
And good evening to you.
Well done. You're going to have to move that a bit because look now. You have it on an angle because otherwise I'm looking.
Well, like that. There we go.
Eloise.
Yeah,
she's here. It's like we've got a team here.
I'd go as far as to say a classic triumvirate.
There we go. Thank you very much indeed. I was on 5 Live the other day. I know you pop up on there from time to time. I did the back end of next week with Nick Hancock, who's a very nice man.
Yeah.
Very
That's
nice man.
the show that goes out on a Sunday.
Yeah, on a Sunday.
Yeah.
It was like topical comedy and it's like a panel show. I always do very badly on panel shows.
You panic on panel shows, don't you?
I do.
You're not
a lot.
You're not in your safety.
Partly
net.
because the first ever 2 panel shows I did were They Think It's All Over, the sports-based quiz, hosted by Nick Hancock, and I flipping hated them because I was bullied. First one, I was bullied by Gary Lineker, who halfway through the recording, when I did a joke that died miserably, turned to me and went, "Who the hell are you?"
Oh, that's coming from Gary Lineker.
From Gary Lineker. And then the second one, when Vinnie Jones was on there, and he was being a massive knob and was just like being really. He was horrible. No, he was horrible. Anyway, Nick Hancock was on there and didn't make things better. But he was nice.
But you're not a sportsman, are you? You're not into your
no.
sport.
Harry Thompson, who was producing at the time, encouraged me to do it. He wrote an excellent book about Peter Cook. But so I did the back end of next week, which is a fine show. I knew I was in trouble when I told a story about a midget, and Nick Hancock laughed. Then someone obviously spoke in his ear, and he went, "Of course, the BBC would like to distance themselves from that."
Sounds like a classic Iain Lee moment.
I'm never coming back.
Who else was on the panel?
Chris Martin, not the Coldplay gentleman, but a comedian who's worked here, and a lady whose name I've forgotten.
Chris Martin, who does work here.
Yeah.
What does he do here?
What does he do here?
He's a DJ.
Yeah, he's a DJ. And a lady whose name
What's his shift?
Oh, what's his shift? He's like fills in. He said he hasn't been here for about a year.
Oh, no, there's another Chris Martin then that it was on last week.
What? How many Chris Martins are there?
Well, so we're not talking about the same Chris Martin who was on the Nick Hancock 5 Live show.
Jeez, that's why that's why I was being so friendly to him. I thought we were like brothers in absolute. And a lady who was nice and funny, and I said, "Oh, you should come on my show." And she wrote down her email address, and then I threw that bit of paper away.
Oh.
Who was she? What was her name?
I have no idea. She had nice legs.
Oh, that's always a bonus because that's one of the first things I look for in a lady.
Legs. Disableist. Nathan.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude, you're on the radio.
Oh, cool, man. How's it hanging?
I'm kind of sat down, so it's supported by a chair.
Okay, cool. You know, you were talking a couple of weeks ago about chatting up women and men, yeah?
I don't remember it, but let's assume that I did.
Yeah.
I didn't even remember that.
I've got this perfect way of doing it, yeah?
And does it involve a hypno?
Yeah, I know. You've got to make eye contact, then you give them your chat up line, pay them some compliments, and you start talking to them. It's easy as that.
Hey, when you put it like that, that sounds like the award-winning formula for picking up ladies.
Eye contact is imperative.
Eye contact?
You're breaking up a bit.
Well,
Ian?
that's the next thing that happens once you've picked up the girl, is you break up. So eye contact, chat-up lines, and then
Some compliments.
give them compliments. Like,
Yeah.
you've got legs.
I'm looking into your eyes, and they're lovely eyes, and I'm going to keep looking at your eyes. There's another thing that happens with eye contact later on in a relationship that can really make you feel powerful.
What? Eloise, you're a lady.
Yeah.
We've got the test back today, and you are a lady.
It's confirmed.
Would Nathan's technique, would that work on you?
Yeah, it seems all right. Although I remember that Nathan visits strip bars and pays £1.
Jeez. Oh, yeah, he does. He pays...
Oh, come on.
He pays £1 for a stripper. Now, come on. Come on. Listen, if it's a £5 or a £10, you can put it in the garter belt. Where are you going to slip £1? There's not like they've got a slaughter. Oh, dearie me.
These are some laddie laughs,
Aren't they? These are laddie laughs. We're back away from the laddishness. That's the laddishness now.
Ian,
No
Ian.
more laddishness, Nathan. You've
Ian.
brought out the worst in us.
I know, Ian, listen to this, yeah?
Yeah. Is it you blowing
I've
off?
done a lot of work. I've done a lot of work with teenagers, troubled teenagers.
You have? What?
Yes,
Okay.
I have.
Right.
And that's why between the ages of 14 and 21, it's called the formative years.
Right.
It's sort of like when our personality...
It's like the sequel to
sort
the
of
Wonder
like a
Years.
mini-soul.
Yes.
Right, that's between the ages of 14 and 21.
Okay.
Right, and we've got a lot of environmental pressures then as well, you know?
Okay.
Environmental.
It takes a lot. We've got to go through like puberty and things like that, and you know it's the biggest and important stage in our
Why are
life.
you... Nathan, may I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Why are you talking to me about teenagers' puberty?
Because I've done a lot of work with them, and it's it's half of my political work has been based on that.
Okay. I was about to cut you off, but...
It can get tricky because you're thinking about the sea levels rising.
Yep.
You're thinking about crop prices going up, price of petrol, hair appearing on different parts of the body, wanting to touch other people of maybe a similar sex or a different sex. It's a confusing time between 14 and 21, the 7-year itchiness years, if you will. But if you can get through them, as Neil Young said, 24, and there's so much more.
Yeah, cool, man. Good. I've got to go, yeah?
Yeah, you have. So, that was Nathan there. 0330 123 1215 is the phone number if you'd like to give us a call and contribute to the show. We're here, of course, to talk about the Clip Joint, which is the show that we're doing Friday evening,
That's
live
right,
at
in
the Camden
Town, London, England.
The heart, many would say, the heart of the world.
I would say that Camden is very much the nucleus.
Yes.
Islington, the cytoplasm. And maybe Wandsworth, the cell membrane.
Yeah.
If you're thinking of London in a cultural self.
I would say Birmingham's the spleen.
Oh.
So we can talk about that. We'll talk about that a bit later on. Ian Morris, the one of the creators of the In-Betweeners, is going to be there as well. So we can we'll talk
And
about
also
it.
a writer on Flight of the Conchords.
Yes, of course. 0330 123 1215. We're also just hello. Is that my? I've got my phone on. I do apologise. I've received a text from my wife. Hang on 1 second. Make sure. Not in trouble. Hang on, excuse me.
Old intermarriage text situation.
Oh dear, no. I went to a restaurant earlier. I won't say which restaurant it was, because the service was absolutely bloody awful, to the point where I thought I didn't pay a tip. I gave them no tip, no service charge.
And you're a tipper.
I am a tipper because I get uncomfortable, and so I give them. I normally give big tips. I didn't give a tip, and they started talking about me in their funny foreign language. It was a pizza place. I think they were speaking Italian.
Okay.
But the service was awful. First thing was I was sat there on my own, and I'm confident about eating dinner on my own. I quite like it. And the waiter came and stood behind me.
Yeah. What? Whilst you were eating?
No, while I was sat there waiting to order. Can I help you? I didn't know he was talking to me. So I then had to do a big turn round. Oh, you're talking to me? Yes, I'd like to order some food. That was the first thing. The second thing was the wine was stored on a shelf above my table. So I'm eating my meal. And he gets a chair beside my table and stands on it and then leans over my table
Well, that's rude.
without even
Now,
asking.
Was the restaurant busy?
Not that busy, no.
Well, why are they putting out a table which is beside the wine?
Yep.
It's obviously, it could be a personal thing.
Yep.
Now, this restaurant is near where we are just now. It's near to your your work lodgings.
It's nearby.
So maybe you're a face to them. Maybe something happened
Maybe.
that they took umbrage
Yeah.
off to
With.
and they don't like you for some reason. That's reason number one.
Yeah.
The second is they were having a bad night. They want to rile the customers.
Yeah.
The third reason
Yeah.
is that you're suffering from some kind of ritual restaurant paranoia.
Yeah.
And they were just trying to get some wine.
Yeah.
The guy was in a rush, trying to ask what you wanted. He maybe didn't come round and give you the eye contact.
He didn't give me
we
the
were
eye
talking
contact
about earlier
I
on.
deserved.
So there are different reasons why this might happen.
Okay. I had to. I asked for a toffee dessert. I got chocolate dessert.
Well, that's just bad. That's
I waited 5 minutes after having my main course, the plate collected, before I actually said, could I get the dessert menu, please? Because no one brought the dessert menu to me. I had to ask 3 times for a glass of tap water. Very, very poor. There was something else that annoyed me as well, because now I've said that all out loud, that doesn't sound that bad, really.
It sounds riling. And I can fully empathise.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
bad service,
Yeah.
there's no excuse for it.
Also, a woman, get this, Eloise, a woman came in to the place and she was carrying food from another place. She was carrying a yoghurt.
Did she eat it there?
She was eating it there. You can't take food from
no.
one venue into another venue.
Well, no, you can if... Right, here's an example. Here's something that I do.
Okay.
There's a well-known coffee chain.
Yeah.
I really like the coffee. We were speaking about them before.
Excellent coffee.
And I don't like their croissants and their pastries. And
Yeah.
come a morning,
Yeah.
there's another place that I like to get maybe a panel raisin from.
Okay.
And
I see where you're going
and
with this. Carry
I'll
on.
put that in the bag along with my newspaper
No.
or my book.
Yes.
And I'll go in, buy the coffee in the establishment, but eat a pastry from somewhere
You
else.
can't do that, Dougie. You cannot do that.
I think that's a bit different. I think you can get away with that, but in a restaurant
hang on a minute.
situation, I don't think you can.
No, it's the same thing. You cannot take food. Gatford, back me up on this.
I'm with you 150%.
You
cannot
that's a
take
mathematical impossibility, but you cannot
I
take
know,
food
and
from...
that's why I can't take this argument
Yeah.
seriously. It's always coming with 150%.
Which is
What,
nonsense.
Dougie, you're normally a sane and very. You've given me the advice before to pay my taxes, which is very good advice.
Which
But
is
I'm afraid
still excellent advice.
Yeah.
it's excellent advice, and I hope to get some more at Clip Joint on Friday. But you cannot take food from one restaurant into another. It's disrespectful.
Yeah, yeah.
But in my defence, I don't bring out the panel raisin and eat it openly. I have it in the bag. I take bits out from it.
I
You
do
nip to the
same.
toilet.
And so, yeah, and there have been a couple of times where some of the people have walked past going, "Why is he chewing?" Because we know for a fact
He's not bought
that he
food.
didn't buy any food here. And I just pretend that I've read something in the
Can't
foreign
you-
news part of the Times that's made me so angry it's made me
Chomp.
chew my own tongue off.
Wouldn't it be more appropriate to fill in the feedback form and say, "Could you please start stocking these panna raisins? They're really nice."
You know the thing
I
about
would
the
buy
feedback...
them."
Gatford, the thing about the feedback forms, right, is the manager or the person on duty throws away the bad ones. So if you say, I thought the staff were a bit surly or I thought the toilets weren't very clean, they chuck those away. All the good ones say, well, I really enjoyed the fine selection of teas that you have. They'll keep those and send those on to central management.
But the thing is, I've seen people come into this coffee place before
Yeah.
just to come in to use the toilet.
Yeah.
Now, I know for a fact that one of the people is homeless. Now, he's not bought anything. At least I bought a coffee when I went
He's not
in
even
there.
paying taxes.
This guy's coming... Well, yeah, 150% not paying taxes, that guy.
Gatford,
And he's-
imagine if you had to pay 150% tax.
That'd be terrible.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you very much, Gatford. So the homeless man goes in and uses the toilet.
Goes and uses... Now, listen.
Yes.
I'm behind him, metaphorically, with the fact that he needs to use the toilet and he doesn't
Yeah.
have one in his house to use. But not when I'm sipping down a double macchiato in the morning and a panel raisin from somewhere else, and I may feel the need to use that toilet. I don't want to be going in after him.
Here's a question that's been bugging me for years.
It's a bugbear.
Why does coffee make you want to poo?
Well, it's it's a mixture of reasons, really, but predominantly the caffeine.
Thanks very much.
Stimulant.
0330 123 1215. We're here, we're talking, and we can talk to you. Oh, I'm getting hassled from Lara, who phoned up the show yesterday. We had an argument.
Oh, yeah.
All I said was that women shouldn't be allowed to fly airplanes. That's all.
Not many do.
Well, the one flew me back from Greece, and I don't think they should be allowed to. Anyway, she's been kind of arguing with me on Facebook, and she hung up during our argument. So I've just done the same to her and hung up on her and unfriended her.
Wow.
On Facebook.
Wow, you've certainly shown her who's
She
boss
said,
tonight.
"You're losing a lot of the respect of the die-hard Absolute fans, Ian." I don't care, Lara. I literally could not care less. I opened my fly this evening to do a wee in my toilet, and do you know what happened?
No.
A moth flew out.
Wow.
A moth flew out. I don't know if it flew out of my pants or my penis, but a moth flew out. I thought that tells a story.
Well,
that tells a story.
It's a sad indictment, isn't it, when a moth flies out of that area and you just think, like the Beatles, it was all in the past, really, and you got to move on.
Yeah, I bet the Beatles were really nasty.
No.
Oh,
Hey, I'm looking forward to that George Harrison film.
Oh, I was supposed to go and see that tomorrow night, I think. I'm going to see that tomorrow night. I might be going to a screening.
You lucky sod.
Or it may have been last week. It was one of the two. Eloise, what day is E17?
E17 is Thursday.
Yeah, we're going to go and see E17.
Right.
I'm going to make...
Wow.
And George Harrison thing's tomorrow.
Yes, I'm totally going to go and see George
Why don't
Harrison.
you try and get another +1 so don't
For
you
who?
can go?
Huh?
What? No? Okay, no, you can't get
You don't
+1.
want it. You're busy tomorrow night, aren't you?
Do you know what? I mean, I would like to go and see it, but
You're busy.
I'm supposed to be doing something, but
What are you supposed to be doing?
I'm meant to be in this edit,
Well, then
which has got
go.
something to do with clip joints on Friday night, which
is what we...
too much.
No.
In fact, what I'm doing an edit tomorrow, but we can talk about what
Okay.
we're doing on Friday.
So you couldn't come tomorrow.
Well,
anyway.
What time?
5.
It doesn't say on that email, actually.
I thought it was 5 till 9.
But have
'Cause
you
it's
replied to her? Because there might not be any spaces now, because I sent you that while we were on
This
holiday.
is turning into a bigger disaster.
No,
than
I
my first thought.
replied to that.
Oh.
But then she sent another one saying, "Oh, well done. You've got through the first hurdle."
Really?
Yeah, it was a bit
Weird.
Let's see, from Naomi. Dear, we are delighted to confirm your place. And a +1! Oh, I didn't request it. The screening will begin at 6. The first half will be an hour and a half, followed by a break. The second half will commence and it'll be finished by 10. Do you want to come?
I can't. I'm going to be in this edit.
Oh, well. Oh,
It's either I go to the screening or I don't take Friday night seriously and not go to the edit. And
Okay.
I take show business very seriously, and that's why I got to go to the edit tomorrow night.
Why don't you try and rearrange it, Dougie?
I can't because it's Wednesday tomorrow and the show's on Friday.
Do it on Thursday.
I can't. The editor's not free, and we're on 48-hour lockdown as of tomorrow for Friday. And I don't think I need to tell you how serious that is.
We should explain what Clip Joint is, which is why you're here. Should we give away a pair of tickets as well?
Yeah.
0330 123 1215. First person to call up can have them.
There's not even a question.
No, I try and do questions and I get them wrong. I once did a Who competition to give away this gorgeous picture of the Who at the Royal Albert Hall. And I came up with a really clever question. There's some excellent footage of from about 1974 or 5, I think, or in the States, the Who playing live in the States, and Keith Moon had taken horse tranquilizers, elephant tranquilizers, before the gig, and he falls off his stage. It's a famous thing. He falls off, and they prop him back up, and he plays a bit, and then he falls off. And Pete Townsend
So
goes...
they're worse than ketamine, then?
Yeah, it's elephants, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so Pete Townsend goes, "Right, can anyone here play the drums?" And this 17-year-old lad, gets up on stage and plays like 3 songs. He plays Substitute and a couple of other songs of The Who.
Yeah.
And the competition was, what was the name of the guy that got up on stage and played drums with The Who? And first person phones up and says a name. I said, "Nope, you're wrong." Second person phones up and says the same name as the first person. I went, "No, you're wrong." Third person phones up and says the same name as the first 2 people. I'm now starting to sweat thinking, uh-oh. And then the fourth person phones up and says, "Actually, Ian, you're wrong. They're right." And I'd got the thing wrong. And Ofcom...
So if you're going to have a quiz, don't have a question.
Just give it
first
away.
past the post.
So if you want the pair of tickets, 0330 123 1215. We should explain what it is.
Yeah.
It's basically, it's at the Camden Head in Camden. It's only £4 to get in.
It's a kind of theatre bar, isn't it?
It's a theatre bar.
It's a theatre bar.
Theatre bar.
There's a bar, there's a stage, and there are seats, which
Yeah.
constitutes a theatre. £4 to get in.
It's
now.
intimate. 50 people. 60.
Yeah. £4.
20 at the moment.
It's not a lot of money, is
No.
it, compared to... Well, take some of the shows in the West End in London.
Yeah.
I mean, they are over £4,
Yeah.
and they are not nearly
Jersey
as good
Boys.
as something.
Jersey Boys isn't as good as this.
Jersey Boys. I wouldn't pay £5 to see Jersey Boys.
I've actually paid to see Jersey Boys, and it's excellent.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, well...
Oh, hang on, who's this on the line?
Hello?
Who's this?
So, Fat Boy.
Is this Fat Boy the masturbator?
Yeah.
Are you masturbating now?
I'm nearly done.
And what can we do for you? Please don't.
I want those tickets.
Now, we've got a problem here.
We're in a minefield here.
We got a major problem here. And the problem is what's happening at the moment in other environs of a little island I like to call Great Britain, which is not so great at the moment. Now, I don't think you finished the competition there. The first person to call up who isn't pleasuring themselves will win.
Oh, that's not fair. I'm going to go to Ofcom.
All right, no, don't go to the Ofcom. Do not go to the Ofcom. Fat Boy, would you like you? We have to give him the tickets, don't we? We're legally obliged to.
Okay, all right, okay.
If you come, will you promise not to masturbate during the show?
I'll try.
Well,
That's all I can.
Come on, for goodness sake, have some self-control for 60 minutes to 70 minutes if we go over.
if we see anybody masturbating, we will be ejecting them from the premises.
Whoa. I'm not going to be ejecting anyone when they're ejaculating. We'll get someone else to do that. I am not a party to that in any way whatsoever.
Nothing wrong with going hands-free now and then.
I'm not even going to reply to that because there's everything wrong.
Okay, Fat Boy, well, we'll see you later. I guess we won't be shaking hands.
Okay, all right then.
And you know where to go?
Yeah.
Where?
Camden.
Okay, you go to Camden and you bring a friend.
I ain't got any friends.
Okay.
What's that?
Okay, we'll buy one or just bring someone who isn't a friend.
And come to the Camden Head on Friday for 7:30 start,
Okay.
and you can watch the show.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, that's the sound of the London theatre goer right there.
That
You're
backfired, didn't it?
actually going to get to meet him.
Oh, I don't want to meet him.
Will you take a photo of him? I want to know if he looks like Vinny.
Oh, that's horrible. He's coming to see the show. Anyway, it's Friday.
Yeah.
Starts 7:30. It's about an hour long at the Camden Head, and we show clips of things that we like or think are interesting or funny, and we've got some good clips.
I think we'd benefit the public in some way.
Yeah.
And we also have a guest, don't we?
Iain Morris, who is one of the creators of The In-Betweeners and writers of The In-Betweeners TV series and film. And he wrote a couple of episodes of Flight of the Conchords. He's worked with Jimmy Carr. He worked on the 11 o'clock show. He's done loads of things, and he's a very, very funny person. So
And
Iain
he
Morris
is going
will
to be
there.
bringing along a clip to show. We don't know what the clip is.
And
at
also,
the moment.
we don't know he's definitely bringing a clip because I need to. He sent me a tweet today saying, "Do I need to bring a clip?" So I'll have to phone him up tomorrow and just fill him in.
Yeah, well, as we know, tomorrow is then 48 hours lockdown.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
we've established,
Yeah,
lockdown.
yeah.
So we need to dot the I's and cross the T's tomorrow.
Yeah.
And also we invite the audience to bring clips.
Yes,
and we
please.
show some of their clips as
And it can
well.
be anything. It can be like we want to be about 2 minutes long. 2 minutes, 3 minutes tops, I would say.
2 to 3.
A scene from your favourite film, a home video of your nana doing.
Sorry, I was just
No,
coughing.
you cough. Home video of your nana, a pop video, a clip from a kid's TV show.
Not just home video of your nana. That's a bit too general for my liking.
well,
you know,
okay.
you don't, hello, it's someone's nana. It's like fair enough. Good that the grandparent is still alive,
Yeah.
but you know, at the end of the day, you might have wanted to see something else.
Something that means something to
Exactly.
you.
Yeah, could be funny, could be interesting, could be of a public service.
Eloise.
Sorry, can I ask, do people have to talk to them? I missed if you said... talk about them. I missed if you said that.
They don't have to if they're nervous, but it would be nice if they could kind of just set it up and explain. We'll listen. We're professionals, Eloise. We'll do the talking and we'll get the words out of them.
Yeah, and because people aren't coming on stage to be shouted at.
No,
or,
it's a friendly
or
place.
shouted down. It's a communal atmosphere on a Friday, the gateway to the weekend, and it's a nice gateway.
It is nice, and it'll be an hour long, and you can come and hang
7:30
out.
to 8:30. The good thing about 7:30 start for an
Yeah.
hour show
Yeah.
is that it gets to 8:30. You're having maybe a pint or a rum and coke after the show. You're
Yeah.
mingling with
or
the other
a
audience.
WKD.
Exactly. Whatever floats your boats. It's say 20 to 9. You're thinking, hold on, there's still a lot of Friday nights still to go.
Yeah.
A lot of possibilities. You might have come with your girlfriend. You might want to go to a discotheque with your girlfriend.
Yep.
You might like someone.
Camden, there's lots and lots and lots of things happening.
Camden is a hotbed for discotheques, which are 20 years past their sell-by date. But by God, they're discotheques all the same. If you want to walk into a pub in Camden and hear Part Life by Blur blaring out 4 times in the same night,
which I do,
then you've come to the right place. Not the place where we are, but other places in Camden.
So it's the Camden Head. It's Friday at 7:30. Tickets are £5 on the door, £4 in advance. If you're on Facebook, facebook.com/groups/clipjoint, and also there's going to be a YouTube channel that we're our own TV channel, not proper TV, on the internet.
It's YouTube, isn't it?
It's YouTube, isn't it? Nick, Harry will speak to you after this. 0330 123 1215.
Looks great, feels fantastic to use, and if you love football, you need it. Trust me, get it from the App Store.
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
Iain Lee, Absolute Radio. Eloise is through there. Hello, Eloise.
Hi.
Eloise. Dougie Anderson is there. Hello, Dougie.
Hello, Ian.
My wife has texted me. I am unable to sleep after you told me you heard noises in the house. This is true. I was in the house on my own last night. I swear to God there was someone in the house. I heard someone walking through the house last night and this morning. And what I did, because I was a combination of being too tired to get up and have a look, and also too scared to get up and look. I don't want to disturb burglars, because they would probably kill me. So what I did, I'm lying in bed, right, and the house is silent, apart from someone walking through the house.
Yeah.
So I went... So they would hear me, think I was asleep, believe that I posed no threat to them whatsoever, would carry on taking my computers and TV and stuff like that, and leave without smashing me over the head with a hammer.
Apparently, if there is a spirit in your house, or wherever you feel the presence, what you're supposed to do is just ask the 2 questions: who are you and what do you want? And that is apparently... And then they just...
I'm Big Steve and I want your telly. I want your bum. But then she sent another text. Listening to you, make it good. She's not listened to this show for, I can tell you for almost exactly how long, for nearly 20 months. That's how old my son is, and that's when she stopped listening. Then she sends a third text. Don't be offended. Who is this Irish man?
She didn't.
She said, who is this Irish man? Would you like to explain that you're Welsh?
I'm 1/4 of the hothouse flowers, you stupid woman.
He's Scottish, love. He's Scottish. He's not Irish. I do apologise. She's not very good with accents. What she'll send me a text now, or we'll say later on. But I'm half Greek. I don't know accents.
Oh, rubbish.
She will say that. She doesn't know sayings either. She doesn't know. If you say to her, Rolling Stone gathers blank looks.
Rodney Wood, what?
In many ways, that's a true summary of the Rolling Stones history. Nicholas in Gloucestershire. Oh.
Hello.
Hello, you chomping on a sausage?
No, hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Look, I want to say sorry. Last time I phoned up, when you were with Dougie, I said, oh, you acted a bit of a twat with Dougie.
Okay, don't use that word again, though.
Okay, I'm sorry. But actually, I find you very, very funny with him. And it was probably me being a dick.
Okay, getting, steady on.
Oh,
Listen, if I may butt in for a second,
please do.
To save the show from getting taken off air. We all call each other Wallies from time to time.
And spanners.
I mean, I know for a fact that Iain was once a spanner, and I've acted like a Wally from Tomp to Tomp before. It's human nature, it happens. And
Nick, were you the one that did it on Twitter?
Yeah, and you banned me. Why did you have to mention that? Oh,
I blocked you on Twitter, didn't I?
Yeah, you did, and then I phoned up and you let me back on.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Oh, in that case, I might block you again.
Please don't.
Okay.
You know, I used a hairdryer for the first time the other day.
Oh, yeah?
It's true. It's a true story.
Oh, it was mental. I used up my hair as well. But there was a big thing, like, do I use it on my pubes? No, but I did it on my
gym
hair.
that I'm no longer a member of because it was a waste of money. Several times I saw a gentleman using a hairdryer to dry his body, including his penis. And he actually, this is God's honest truth, he's got the hairdryer and he's drying his whole body. He actually lifted up his winkle and dried
I think
testicles.
that makes sense though. If
Come
you're
on.
right, if you come out of a shower and you're drying your hair.
No, I use a towel.
No, if you've already toweled down, but you just want to give that extra bit of warmth, just to make sure you're 150% dry.
Nick, would you ever dry your testicles with a hairdryer?
Absolutely.
I've seen one guy once double dry it. He had 2 hairdryers.
Well, tonight, Ian.
Yes, Nicholas.
I used an electric toothbrush. It wasn't mine. Hell no. I don't care about the bristles. It was someone else's. And I couldn't help but feel that I like a manual toothbrush.
Right, okay, there's so many things wrong with this. First of all, it's toothbrush, not toothbrush.
Okay,
Secondly,
right.
you never use someone else's toothbrush unless you are their lover. I remember...
and even then, I mean...
Well, you say that.
I've been out with girls for many years, and I would never stick their toothbrush in my mouth.
But where have
You're a nice person.
Where have
you know
their
what I
tongue? You think where their tongues have been?
Nicholas, some of the
exploring?
nicest people are also some of the dirtiest, let me tell you.
Well, that's why we like them, isn't it?
I believe you, Dougie.
It is. All right, Nick, you've been a little bit too creepy now. You can go too far the other way. And there was a third thing wrong with that story, but I can't remember what it was, but shame on you for saying it.
Manual.
Yes!
Hey, little hen, when will you lay me an egg for my tea?
Thanks very much for calling. Oh, I don't know if the show is normally as odd as this, or if it's you, Dougie, bringing out the worst in people.
I'm not bringing out anything in anyone, but somebody was a Wally there, and I know it wasn't me.
It wasn't Eloise.
It wasn't Paul McCartney.
It wasn't the rest of Wings. Who else was in Wings? Linda and Denny Lane. Isn't it odd that Denny Lane...
It's a bit like Penny Lane.
Yeah! Oh, good times, good times. Can you dig it by the Mock Turtles? 0330 123 1215 Ian Lee Absolute Radio. Eloise is through there.
Hi.
What are you up to, Eloise? What are you scribbling away at stuff?
Doing the show logs, remember?
Show logs.
That I do during the show.
So do you have to do that forever?
Yeah, every single show.
But so what show are you logging now?
Tonight's.
Well, okay, so tell us what you've logged so far.
The whole thing?
Well, tell us.
23:04, Ian introduces Dougie and they chat about panel shows. Nathan gives some ladies advice and tells us he has worked with teens and chats about puberty. Dougie preaches about getting through those difficult years. Dougie and Ian chat about clip joint. Ian didn't give a tip as he had bad service throughout and was put in a bad seat, etc.
Yeah.
Dougie analyses this.
I chose... Can I just... So I wasn't put in a bad seat. I chose that seat.
Yeah. Why is this all being logged?
Yeah.
It's for awards season, so when it comes round, I can be like, oh, that bit was funny.
Yeah.
So I highlight in red the bits I think are funny.
Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy,
You do all of this work for literally no reward, as we never win awards. We never win awards, so it's pointless.
We are robbed.
No, we're just not good enough to win awards.
I don't know. Look at some of the people who win awards.
John Gaunt.
You said that too quickly.
I met John Gaunt. He's exactly as you'd imagine.
John Gaunt. I always get mixed up with John Gaunt and Nick Ferrari. There's an angry man.
I like a bit of Nick Ferrari in the mornings. I like a little bit of Nick.
I don't listen to him in the mornings, but when I see him on shows,
Yeah.
he always starts with sometimes a slightly jocular precursor,
Yeah.
or "Hey, I'm an everyman," but then he goes straight into opinion. He goes, "Well, yeah, of course, of course you can say that. But that's what I think." And he's
John Gaunt talks a bit like this, and it's like, "No, my friend, no, I'll stop you there, my friend. No, it's magic." He's a bit like that.
He's a bit of a gobschwump.
He's a gobschwump.
Oh, I put that in the log. He's a gobschwump.
He's a gobschwump. 11:59 and 56 seconds. John Gaunt is a gobschwump. Quote of Dougie Anderson.
Gaunty. Oh, Gaunty.
Gaunty.
Okay, we've got Gaunt on the line. What are you saying?
I saw him he was on this morning at the same time as me, and I had to talk to him because we were sat next to each other. And I went,
"This is Gaunty.
This is Gaunty." I went, "All right, Gaunty. All right, John. My name's Ian. Nice to meet you. I've heard you on the radio." And he was talking about being out of work, and I said, "You got much work coming up?" He said, "No, I've not got much work coming up." And I said, "Do you know what, John? Because you've got to be polite in these situations, haven't you?" And I know he's a gobshite, but I didn't want to say anything. So I said, "Do you know what, Gaunty? It amazes me that when you got the boot from TalkSport, because that's what happened, that you weren't snapped up immediately by somewhere else." And he said, and I quoteth, "Yeah, I know." I can't do his voice now. "Yeah, I know, because I'm the best talk show host in Britain.
Oh, come
I am
on.
the best talk show host in Britain, quoted John
Gonti.
Gonti. The gobschwan.
That is
Not
total
one then.
gobschwab.
He's total gobschwanism.
Did he not have some legal battle with someone?
He,
Which we probably can't talk about.
No, we
But
can
did
talk
he?
about it. We can talk about it because it's all
It
finished
was,
and
it,
sorted.
was, it was Gonti, wasn't it?
It was Gaunty who he called a counsellor on air a Nazi, and then he changed it to a health Nazi, and he got the boot from TalkSport, and then he sued TalkSport. And lost, and then he appealed, and I think he lost the appeal. I may be doing him a
He
disservice.
sometimes does the newspaper's reviews on Sky News in the morning with Eamon.
Eamon Holmes, you've worked with Eamon, haven't you?
I've been on his show on Radio 5 once, and I think he's one of the nicest chaps in show business.
Isn't he just?
I also think...
How is that possible? He shouldn't be.
And how shouldn't he be?
Well, because...
He's got no reason not to be nice.
No,
not to be a nice chap.
Because he's just kind of that ubiquitous kind of on
Somebody's
television.
turning into a bit of a Gonti. Somebody's gone a bit Gonti Goldtrom.
But he is the nicest person.
He's a lovely
in
guy.
the world. He's always stops and has a little chat with me and asks how work's going and asks what I'm up to.
I think
and
he's
stuff
a
like
lovely
that.
chap.
Terrifying.
Sorry?
He looks terrifying.
I think it's just because he's been around for so long that I expect him to be I'm going to say this word, I expect him to be a bastard. Just because he's that kind of media presence that's always been there. And he's the sweetest,
There are so many
sweetest
people
man.
who have been in show business in shorter times than Eamon had,
Yeah.
and they don't have one iota of his decency.
Yeah. And he's very funny as well.
He is.
And his wife, Ruth, is lovely.
Ruth, I've never met her, but apparently
She's
yes,
lovely.
but yeah.
And they're always just like bickering away with each other. And
But yeah, so sometimes Gonti's on with Eamon in the morning, sometimes Big James Whaley.
Yeah.
And
I remember having an argument with you on Rise once about James Whale versus Clive Bull.
wow.
We had actually had a we didn't fall out.
Yeah,
over
and the
it.
answer, of course, was Tommy Boyd. Here in Mecca, Don Voiture.
I'm doing Sky News on Saturday night.
On Saturday night?
10:45.
Who's hosting that? There is a Sky News anchor, and she's a lady, and I've got a little bit of a fancy for her.
I like all of the ladies on Sky News.
They are. And even and the sports people, the Sarah Jane Mees and all this, they're very good looking.
Eloise, can I check? Do you know if I played the adverts yet?
No, you didn't.
I'll do that now.
Chrysler invites you to a little space exploration with a new Chrysler.
Vinny, have you ever had a get out of the anal canal?
No.
Okay. That was Aerosmith and the Run DMC Band and their song Walking Like That. So, Vinny, you've never had a get out of the anal canal?
No.
Okay, well, Verinda, you're through to Dougie Anderson. What would you like him to help you with?
Who is he?
Need that again?
I mean, what does he help you with?
Well, that's for me to help you with, and for you to tell me what you want help with.
So you can help me with anything?
Yep. Here to help.
I don't really need any help.
Vinny, why don't you tell Dougie where you're going on Monday night?
Yeah, I'm being forced to watch some penises. Like, in some sort of festival or something like that.
You're going to have a sword festival. Let's just recap. You're being forced to watch some penises, and what I got after that was it's a sword festival.
It's sort of a festival.
It's sort of a festival. It's sort of a festival.
Yeah.
What sort of a festival is it?
I don't know. Ask Iain. He's the one who's forcing me.
No, what's happening is we are very generously, Eloise and myself, will be taking Vinny with us to the puppetry of the penis at the Leicester Square Theatre.
Right, now, which is fully above board.
Yes.
It is a legal theatrical show.
Yep.
A lot of people go to it. It's even in listings magazines. Well, that's fine. You don't need my help with that.
Vinny, also, we've started a new Make-A-Wish Foundation. Not for sick kids, it's for listeners. It's not quite called that. It's got the title's much more complicated. No. But basically, people send in their dreams, their hopes, their wishes, their dreams, and we try and make them come true. For example, on Thursday, we're taking a young lady, I believe has big knockers, to meet John from E17. That's happening. Claudia. She's meeting John from E17.
No, John...
The builder one.
Yeah.
The builder one, not the painter and decorator one.
Yeah. John Hendy.
He's good. He's good.
Yeah.
You're the man I wish I could be. So she's going to meet him. So we're making that dream come true. And if you've got dreams, dear listeners, go to the absoluteradio.co.uk/Ian Lee. Details of how you can get in touch. We've got a big list. We're going to work through them. Vinny's dreams are as follows. To get free tickets to a music festival. That one's not happening.
Yeah.
To this penis thing is sort of a festival.
The penis thing. Okay, yeah, to see penises being stretched into all kinds of shape, including a hamburger. To go on a date with Eloise, and she pays. To come into the studio and to talk to a prostitute.
Right.
We are going to make all of those things happen on Monday night. Well, I must, dear listener, if you're listening to this and you're a prostitute or a pimp, could you get in touch with us, please? Because that's the one we're kind of struggling a bit, is finding a prostitute who will talk to Vinny.
I don't want an old one either. I want someone like
You didn't specify that in your dream or wish.
We'll just see what we can get, Vinny.
Sometimes the older pimp can give you the longer the pleasure. That's a Chinese proverb, I think.
If you're a prostitute or you work in the sex industry and can find someone that will talk to Vinny, haven't even got to touch him, then
the older the prostitute, the lower the price. From the Neon Dynasty.
The older the prostitute, the lower the knockers. Vinny, so it all sounds like good fun.
Yeah, I'm a bit scared though about these penises, especially now you're telling me that they're turning into hamburgers or something.
The man who feels fear is a man who's probably also feeling an elderly prostitute.
I'm just sending a tweet out. Are you a prostitute? We need you for Monday night.
Vinny, is there any particular cuisine you want for our in-studio date?
Chinese. That'll do.
Chinese, that'll do.
Yeah, well.
That'll do.
Okay.
Yeah, can I ask, do you watch a lot of Batman films?
No, I think I've only ever...
Not you, Douglas.
I do apologise.
I've seen all of them, I think, but I don't watch them that much.
Yeah, because you're getting a lot of quotes from there. To conquer fear, you must become fear.
I
literally didn't say that. I think I said to feel fear is akin to touching an elderly prostitute or something. I mean, as far as I know, that was not in Batman Returns. But I haven't seen it for a few years, so it may well be. But I mean, some of the underlying themes in the Batman franchise have never, to my knowledge at least, got into hardcore prostitution. But then again, I watched two of them on a flight and I was quite drowsy, so it may well have done.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Hey, the man who apologises to another man...
is the Joker.
There, see. And that was in Batman. 2 and 3. Yeah.
Vinny, say hello to Barry.
All right, Barry. All right, old mate.
Can I just say, by the way, Vinny has somehow got hold of my home phone number.
Oh, cool.
I know, terrifying. And yesterday...
Can you not say this, please?
Say it!
Okay.
No. Say it. No.
Okay, yesterday...
I'm going to switch off then.
Okay. Yesterday, Vinny sent me a text after 1:15 in the morning saying, you are out of order. Really? And I wrote back, what? Are you talking about John Looney, who's a caller, or are you talking about Lady Pilots? He wrote back, John. He's put the phone down.
Oh, right, yeah.
He then said, I don't really care, but that John can be a dick. I don't hate him, I just don't like him. He underestimates me, which is okay.
Wow.
So fighting talk there, Vinny and John Looney. I'll get another stroppy text now saying, why did you say that? Barry, sorry, yes.
Well, I'm sort of amazed by that because, frankly, when I put the phone down, that's the end of it. I'm not, going over my mind what went on your show.
No, you never send me emails asking, was that all right? Was that a bit too blue? Was that funny? Did I go too far?
Don't give the game away.
No.
Don't reveal the magic to the listeners.
Very little magic with this.
they don't. They think it's all off the cuff. They don't realise we've discussed this magic during the day.
Are you going... Oh, hang on, John?
Globule.
Thank you very much.
Oh, hello.
Are you going to be coming Friday night, Barry, to Dougie and Ian's Clip Joint?
Yeah, when is it on?
Friday.
Where? Where is the question?
Well, the question you asked was where? No, when?
And he said Friday.
No, you said
Friday.
I heard when.
I heard when.
Oh, no, I know what I said.
Well,
If anyone wants to listen to the podcast, I said where.
When?
I said where.
We could listen to the log back. That'll tell us.
Ready? Listen to the log back. Now, that was in a porno of Batman. It was absolutely disgusting.
A porno of Batman?
Yeah, the Jimmy Riddler. I've seen that one. Now, the thing is, I was wanting to speak to Vinny about he wants a Chinese.
Yes.
Oh, God, I won't mention the restaurant, but tonight, oh, God, I had, it's a lobster.
Yes.
Beat in batter, deep fat fried.
A deep fat fried lobster?
Oh, God, it was bloody horrible. And I'm sure I ate a lobster's face.
Oh, God. Was it still alive inside the batter?
Oh, God, I hope not, but there's something inside of me now.
Sounds terrible, Barry.
I feel sick, and it added, and I picked something off it. I think it's one of his tentacles off his nose. Those little black eyes on a lobster. I think I've eaten one. My question to Dougie is, will it kill me?
It's a very good question. Of course, no. I was just saying. The precursor to my answer was, it's a very good question.
Yeah, and can I have a very good answer?
It's not going to kill you. At the very worst, you're going to have some antacid problems. All you need is some Tums, some Rennies, Pepto-Bismol, that kind of stuff.
And a cork.
And a cork. No, for goodness sake, you don't want a cork.
Let it out. Don't block up.
You don't want a cork.
Don't block up your renal canal.
You know, you can tell that something's going to happen 2, 3 o'clock in the morning because I can't get that lobster's face.
It's in the post. It's in the post.
I know what you mean. You picture the food, don't you, when you know it's going to happen?
And that's
why one of them. You know, one of these.
Barry.
One of them.
Barry, I should just tell you we've got a lady on the line now, so just kind of watch your language.
Well, I was doing some deep breathing. There's nothing rude.
Well, it sounded a bit mucky. Katya?
Hello, man.
Hello, man.
Hello, lady.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm surprised I got through just like that without talking to Eloise.
Oh, don't be surprised. There's no one phoning in. Anyone can get through.
Okay.
No, nothing surprising about that, love. What can we do for you?
Wanted to talk about coincidences.
Oh, that's a coincidence, because I was talking about that later on.
Oh, because your lovely lady wife...
Yeah, sorry? No, this is Dougie.
She... Fandango, I believe she's listening today. Maybe she's not listening anymore.
I think she might have stopped listening. I've not had a text from her for a while.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to talk about my boiler, which is being serviced
Is
tomorrow.
the coincidence Ian's got an old boiler as well? Is that what the coincidence is?
No. And I wanted to say how today I recorded my boiler because it's making a really strange noise.
You've recorded your boiler?
It's making a very strange noise.
Did you put it on Shazam or something to see what it was?
But I know when the man is going to turn up tomorrow, it's not going to do the noise.
Oh, that's quite
clever.
clever.
I've got the proof.
Can we hear it?
Just the noise. I have to switch the heating on, maybe?
No, I thought you recorded it.
Yes.
Well, let's hear the recording.
I must put the machine on.
Hey, don't get into a tizzy. I'm here, Katya.
Je ne comprends pas,
Katya, look at me now.
Focus, listen to his voice.
Okay,
this light up the workshop.
Katya, this is what I want you to do.
And put that in the machine.
She's having a breakdown.
Hold on. No, I'm not.
Put
and
it in
I'm
the machine.
going to actually continue. No, with
one step at a time.
Yeah, with your lovely wife. Yeah, I was going to talk about my dream. I have never said that to anyone.
Whoa. What is it? The boiler, the dreams, the
Or the
vibe?
coincidence.
It's a bit of
What is it?
Recording. I don't know which one. Listen, you have to believe me. It's making
What, Katya? Have you been smoking that herb or something? Because you're talking complete and utter balls, love.
I'm not. It's
Where's
very
the coincidence?
Yes, the coincidence is this: that your wife is listening today, and I drank.
Oh, I accidentally pressed the button that cut Katya
that's
off.
a real shame.
Oh, no.
Is it my turn now to be cut off? Please don't be tempted to cut me off. Hello? Oh. Please cut me off. You're a bit late.
The radio station you have on at the moment is called
Absolute.
We're having a party!
Stand in the place where you work. Now face. Remember when you met Theo from the Cosby Show? Theo from the Cosby Show.
Iain Lee, Absolute Radio. Dougie Anderson is here. Good evening, Dougie.
Okay, so a quick update on the weather. It's still going on out there.
Lovely. Clip Joint, if you want to come and see us this Friday at the Camden Head, small intimate venue. Tickets are £4. Clip Joint, no, hang on. Facebook.com/groups/Clip Joint.
Yep.
Clip Joint.
And we're going to be there after the show. I'm going to have a pint of lager with some of the audience.
I'm probably going to drive back to Windsor shortly after, as I have to.
Fair dues, fair dues.
Fair dues, indeed. Let's rattle through some of these calls. Sam Chaplin's been on the line for bloody ages. I was hoping he'd take the hint. He hasn't. He's still there. Chaplin.
What's up?
Okay. I don't think that was ironic either. I think that was a genuine.
Hello, you alright?
You don't care. What can I do for you?
I was going to ask Dougie something.
Go ahead.
Whereabouts in Scotland are you from?
I was born in a little place I like to call Edinburgh.
I was born in Inverness.
Oh, so
yeah.
are you brothers?
Probably.
Well, as I like to say to mine folk at such a moment, muckleyant.
Thank you.
No, you say it back to me. Muckleyant.
Muckleyant.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thanks for calling. I wish I was Jewish or Italian.
Is that because you think you stand a better chance of appearing in a very successful American sitcom?
No, it's they've got the
on
best
HBO or CBS.
They've got the best kind of shoulder and arm. They've got the best arm movements.
Hey!
That's exactly.
Hey!
I was doing this to my wife. Going, hey! The shoulders go up, the neck comes down, the hands are raised. Hey! He's a good boy. He's a good boy.
What are you gonna do? What are you
gonna do? He's a good boy, but what are you gonna? Hey! Oh, what have you done to the pie?
So what you're saying is Italians and Jewish people are the only groups of people who can move their shoulders in such a way as to express the fact that what is someone going to do about a situation,
like a boy or a pie,
that could have been done before.
I think so. I can't think of any other group of people.
Get this logged.
Log this, Eloise. At 11:29, midnight 29, we're talking about Italians and Jews.
I've already put it, but I started the link at 0027.
Okay, well, we've been talking about it for 2 minutes now.
Using the old 24-hour clock.
Hey, we're still talking about it, so put down at exactly 12:30,
No,
Iain and Dougie.
I don't do timings for during
30.
running.
So if we were to stop talking about it, then come back to it, would that get a timing?
Yeah, because it gets a hyphen to
So
separate
at midnight, I'm talking about the internet. Really is an amazing place full of wonder. But anyway, back to Italians and Jewish people. Hey, what you gonna do about it, huh?
Yeah, well...
New Yorkers as well do it, New Yorkers. Hey, what you gonna do about it, huh?
I strike things from the log that are boring, because I know that I'll never need them.
This is not boring. This is your Sony bronze.
You've done that bit.
It's a bit like Wicker's World at times in here, isn't it? Where you've crossed the pond.
Patrick's in Heathrow.
Hyphen.
Oh.
Hello?
What about you?
Sorry?
I say, what about you?
Told you.
You did tell me. You did tell me, Eloise, and I didn't believe you, but now I believe you. Why are you in Heathrow, Patrick?
I'm fixing a pipe. Just looking at a load of clowns here. They don't know what they're doing. I don't want to be on the job, I'll tell you the truth, hey, you know. But that's the way it goes.
Well,
you know?
yes. OK, well, you've called up. You're live on Absolute Radio, home of the hits. What can we do for you this evening?
Well, I hope my boss is listening, you know, tell the truth, hey, you know.
Well, I don't think he'd recognise your voice.
He might. It's just a disaster, you know what I mean? Like, I've wasted a good night coming in here, do this fucking pipe, you know?
Steady.
All right.
That's a yellow card. We may not be able to understand anything you say. The swears get through. That's a yellow card. One more and you're off.
All right, fair enough. And so what do you say? Like, any chance you coming out here and helping us, like, you know?
To Heathrow?
Aye.
Well, I suppose we could, couldn't we, Eloise?
He's good at laying pipes.
I'm not bad at mending pipes. Before this, I used to be a plumber.
Oh, what? What, domestic plumbing or what kind of plumbing?
What's the other one?
Domestic, industrial.
I was more industrial.
All right. How big was your pipe?
That's a personal question.
No, I mean, was it 4-inch, 8-inch, whatever?
I could, you know, I've handled them all. I've handled all kinds of pipes, different
Yeah, I bet you
inches.
did. I only did, well, I suppose. Well, we're on a big one at the minute. I'm on a 12-inch pipe.
Okay.
You know, and it's leaking. So
Hang on one second, Patrick. Stay there 1 second.
Dougie, is he talking about penises? I don't know. I mean, sometimes people can get excited at airports if they're going away somewhere. Now, what I'm getting from Patrick's conversation is that he works as a plumber at Heathrow.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be there. No. He'd rather be anywhere else bar there. But he wants to enlist help. Now, if he was alluding to pipes being like penises, we should not be jet setting out to Heathrow to help him with that. But if he needs help with his plumbing in some way, then we probably should go and help him. We probably should. Not that we're going to, because we want to go back to our own maisonettes tonight.
Patrick, we're on our way.
All right, that's fair enough. And where are you? I mean, you're in central London. You can get a taxi out here, like, you know.
I'm driving. As soon as the show's finished, Polly's coming in at 1 and I'm over there.
And I'm Heathrow Expressing it from Paddington.
I think it's closed. When you want to bring your, what do you call it, your monkey wrench with you? Yeah?
Yeah. Let's... Oh, I thought I cut him off there. Let's go to Jimmy.
What's going on, mate?
Jimmy, say hello to my good friend Dougie.
What's happening, Dougie?
Dougie, say hello to the official film reviewer of this show. It's Jimmy.
It's all happening, Jimmy. I must say, I like the cut of your jib. I like your voice. Sound a bit of a rascal, but I like that.
Likewise, mate. Likewise.
Oh,
lads.
Two similar people have confronted each other now. This could get very, very tasty. Very tasty.
No, things have got a little bit spicy, and I like it that way.
Blimey.
Blimey, indeed. What have you got for us, Jimmy? You got a film review, mate?
I have got a film review.
Go on.
First things first, if you don't mind, little Dickie Bird tells me you got an invitation with an open +1 to some sort of film screening.
Well, it's not an open +1. I should have sorted out the +1 previously, and I didn't. So I'm sorry, Jimmy. I cannot bring you along to the George Harrison documentary.
Shame that. All right, cool, never mind. Before I start, just going to let you know I'm at work here and I'm hiding. So if I quickly, don't say nothing, you can cut me off, whatever.
You're not a prostitute, are you?
Nah, bruv.
Oh, we're looking for a prostitute for Monday's show.
No. All right, cool. Well, I watched this film called Tell No One. You seen it?
No, I've not even heard of it.
French film, man.
Oh, so it'll be called Tell No One.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It come out in 2006.
Yeah, good year.
Director is Guillaume Canet. Cast is Francois Cluzet, who plays Alexandra.
Can I just say, there are that Audrey Tattoo.
Yeah,
she's a cheeky one, isn't she? There are posters for her new movie around everywhere, and I think she is the most beautiful woman in the world.
I'm more of a Isabelle Huppert kind of guy.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't know who that is.
You'd know her. She's been in maybe one of her breakthrough successes in the UK was The Piano Teacher.
Oh, okay.
She was also in I Heart Huckabees.
Oh, okay, right.
More, and
it's tattoos. She's got that face, that cute little face.
Wow, and the cute little expressions.
Yep, and the sort of bowl cut. I like a bowl cut. Anyway, Jimmy, sorry to interrupt your movie review. Please continue.
Okay, bruv. Right. So you got Alexandra as the main character.
Yes.
You've got Margot, Jacques, and you got Helen who plays his missus. Yeah.
Jacques.
So Jacques, yeah, or there must be some other way to say that, but
Jacques.
you know me, I'm not cultured enough.
Is do you mean Jacques?
Yeah, Jaquez.
Yeah, Jacques. Yeah. So Jacques.
Yeah, all right, cool. Jacques. Yeah.
Jacques.
And Helen, right? So the main guy, Alexander, yeah, he's a paediatrician, right?
He's a what?
He's a paediatrician.
You're watching a film about them?
Yeah, paediatrician, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant. Sorry, I do apologise.
Nah. he's got like a nice life. You get me?
Yeah.
Like he's not like Saudi Arabian hospital owner, rich, but he's living comfortable. Like
He's
you know what I mean?
he's doing all right for himself.
He's
yeah.
doing all right. You know what I mean? He's drinking the expensive wine from Tesco's.
What about Ava Green?
About what?
What about Ava Green?
What's that?
Or
bro?
Eva Green? No, wait, don't think she's fit.
Who's Ava Green?
Ava Green from the Dreamers, and she was a Bond. She was in the
Yeah, Bond girl.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But she gets naked in the Dreamers. You see her. I mean, it's quite an erotic scene. Actually.
I don't like her eyes.
I think
What are you talking about? That's the best thing about her.
I think I find her very pretty.
Yeah, a nice body.
Well,
oh, look, there she is naked. She's naked. If you're interested.
In what?
One's pointing upwards, one's pointing right.
Okay.
Well,
all right.
Well, Vinny, do you want to listen to Jimmy's film review?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, carry on.
Carry on, Jimmy.
Yeah, man. Well, listen, like you got the pediatrician, but his wife Helen, yeah, she was killed like 8 years ago, right? But
I'm sorry to hear that.
Huh?
I'm sorry to hear that.
I know it's terrible, man. I shed a little tear, you know what I mean? But it's all good. Life goes on. So obviously, like, he's well haunted by it and how it happened and that, and I ain't really going to go any further into that because it's a big part, you know what I mean, in the film, get me? Right. So one day he gets an email from his dead missus telling him to meet her at a certain place and a certain time, yeah? And to add to it, there's a little MPEG attached, yeah, showing her entering a train station, and she turns around, looks at the camera like in some deep way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, the moral of the film is, because I can't really go too mad into it, it's based around him on moves left, right and centre to try and find her, you get me? Yeah? So, highlights are like this, yeah? The cast are wicked, man. The acting's on point, you get me? Yeah. It's nice, man. The Catch-22s, they're sick. They're sick. I did like them, man. I did like them. The action...
The Catch-22s?
Is there a Japanese pop band in there?
Yeah.
That's not-
Catch-22s, man.
I wouldn't mind seeing them. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The action is very realistic. I mean, it ain't mad action, you know, crazy stuff, but it's random, but it's very, very real, man. It's wicked, man. You know, I ain't seen nothing like it, to be honest. And to finish it all off, man, it's a little bit emotional as well, man. So
we all like to shed a
missus
tear.
will love it, man.
Yeah, but listen, us guys like to shed a little tear and pretend that we've just got something in our eye and wipe it away.
Nothing wrong with weeping.
Nothing wrong with that. Vinny, you like crying at films, don't you?
Only cried once.
When?
In a film.
Which film?
Green Mile.
Which
I
bit?
cried during that. Kindred Spirits.
When he dies, the big guy.
Is that when you cried, Eloise?
I think so, actually.
Yeah, I cried in the Green Mile.
It's a deep film, man.
Jimmy, marks out of 10?
8.5, bruv.
8.5.
Big film. I'd say go watch it, man. It's a good film, man. It's a good film. I got it on the old Love film, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've got a few recommendations.
Okay, this is nice, isn't it?
Have you seen The Human Centipede?
You know what? Do you know the amount of people, when I told them I'm doing reviews, they're like, "Oh, review The Human Centipede, man. See if they'll let you do it on air." Like, I've seen the trailer, bruv. I'll review it. I'll review it.
All right, then. All right. Have you seen Apollo 18, the new one, the new film out?
No. Have you?
This conversation's getting a little bit boring.
All right, then.
Sorry, man. Ian.
All right.
So I'm going to cut you both off.
Ian.
Yes, Jimmy.
Before I go, can I ask you, mate, a question, a bit of advice?
Yeah, of course you can.
Can you wear Primark shoes to your godson's christening?
Who are you asking, Vinny?
No. The other guy, I'm crap with names, man.
Dougie.
Say it again, Vinny.
Dougie.
The other guy. Dougie, that's it. Dougie.
Vinny sounds like
Sorry,
my
man.
baby. Dougie.
Okay. Primark shoes to who's? To a christening, did you say?
To a christening, man.
Okay. You're wearing a suit, obviously. Are you?
Yeah, Batman suit.
Okay.
Yeah, serious suit.
What colour is the suit?
Dark blue.
You're wearing a shirt and tie.
Shirt and tie.
White shirt.
Sorry?
A white shirt.
White shirt?
Yep.
Nah, it's like a light blue.
Okay,
matching the
light
dark
blue. That's fine because it's a christening. It's a celebration. And what colour of tie are you going for?
The tie is like a shiny light blue with dark blue dots.
Okay.
To make me look a little bit snazzy. You know
Okay,
what I mean?
that works. Now, what colour are the shoes?
The shoes are black.
Do you feel confident in the shoes?
I feel very confident in the shoes.
Do you
I
feel-
mean, 'cause they're
Do you feel? Hey! Hold on. I just want yes or no's. This is the crux of it. Do you feel comfortable in the shoes?
I do.
Do you feel confident in the shoes?
I feel mad confident in the shoes.
Do you feel later on after you had a few? Do you feel relaxed in the shoes?
I feel slightly relaxed in the shoes.
Then say after me. I'm going to go to the christening.
I'm going to go to the christening.
I'm going to enjoy the christening.
I'm going to bloody well enjoy that christening.
Hey, verbatim. I did not use the B word. Let's go back to level 1. We're back at level 1, but stay with me on this one. Someone's a soldier. Who's a soldier? Say I am.
I am.
Okay, level 1. I am going to go to the christening.
I'm going to go to the christening.
I am going to enjoy the christening.
I'm going to wee well enjoy the christening.
Okay, we'll let that one go. I'm going to watch the child grow up and be proud of all his or her achievements.
I'm going to watch the little lad grow up and be proud of all of his achievements.
And at no point when I am talking to them when they're 18 and about university will I remind them that I saw fit to wear Primark shoes to their christening.
And at no point when they're...
Thank you. Vinny?
Yeah?
Are you done?
I just want to ask Doug something.
Okay, here for you, Vinny. Here for you.
Yeah.
No, what did you think I said?
F word.
No, I said God. I was thinking the F word. I said God.
You're Scottish, innit?
Are you Scottish?
I am, yes.
You never told me that.
So do you think that a Czech Republic player dived?
Yes, I thought it was shocking.
Yeah. What about today's result?
Well, it was 1-0, but the damage was done in the first game against the Czech Republic when Levine neglected to play a forward and we lost 1-0.
Do you think you will qualify?
I think there's more chance of me getting invited to the christening we were just talking about than Scotland qualifying for the Euros.
Vinny, can you go away now?
All right.
Thank you.
Absolute Radio.
You're listening.
Yeah! Do anything you wanna do, anything you wanna do. Yeah, I'm gonna do you.
Do anything you wanna do.
You wanna do anything that you wanna do. Do anything that you wanna do.
We're just having a little bit of fun. A little bit of fun there. We'll take this call from Jonathan, then if there's time, we'll take some calls straight to air before Polly James comes on at... not Polly James.
Polly James?
Polly James is the lady from...
No, you're thinking Transvision Vam.
It is Polly James. I'm thinking of Sally James.
I'm thinking of Wendy James.
Oh, let's see if we can think of more famous Jameses.
Home James. The chauffeur service run by Helen Daniels in the fictional soap Neighbours.
And also, wasn't Home James a sitcom with Jim Davison in? I know he was in Up the Elephant Around the Castle, didn't he? Wasn't he in Home James as well?
Not
When he played a chauffeur?
He might have. That rings a bell.
Let's ask Jonathan. Jonathan, Home James?
I don't know any Jameses. Oh, I didn't come prepared.
You're an idiot.
Jonathan spoke in clear yesterday.
What can we do for you, Jonathan?
I'd like to talk about Set the Agenda and social awkwardness.
Set the Agenda was the variety night that I put on, and we did it on Friday, and it was Sunday, sorry, and it was a damn fine success, although some people missed their trains.
It was a smashing night, but I spent the night at St Pancras Floor.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
It was pretty rough.
It was the nun overrun.
I know. I was blaming the nun.
No, well, you could have. Well, no, you could have left early as well.
Yeah, but it's that kind of night where I didn't want to leave early.
Well, that's your fault. Then, whoa. Then you take those fingers that are pointing at me, and then you turn them back and point them on yourself, sir.
I was pointing them at the nun.
Don't know. No, it's your fault. You missed your train.
Okay.
Although we will make sure that they will finish no later than 10:40 from now on. I'm going to make that a strict rule.
The nun really tore it down. It was a really good show. I was really... Honestly, man, I'm so glad that went. I'm really coming to the next.
Hey, next month, October the 2nd, we've got Josie Long, We've got Matthew Crosby, who's one of Pappy's. We've got John Archer, who is a fantastic magician who's been on the show quite a few times. We may have a singing psychic. I'm not promising anything, but we may have a singing psychic.
Just go. If you're a regular listener and you can get...
I will be there.
Just go.
I will definitely be there, Jonathan. I can guarantee that.
Will you? Are you sure?
I'm going to be there.
What I wanted to also talk about is social awkwardness, because you and Eloise have mentioned often that you're quite socially awkward, but I don't believe you. I really don't believe you.
What?
On stage, you are a masterclass of theatrical production. You can turn any situation into your advantage. And
Let me just write that down. Hang on. Masterclass of theatrical... By the way, I've got a quote on a poster. I've got a quote on a poster for the puppetry of the penis.
I've heard that. I know, but it mentions a minor C word. So
it's the puppetry of the penis. Not since the... This is me, right? Not since the Chuckle Brothers have been so entertaining on stage. That's good, isn't it?
That is good.
They put that on the top.
That is good.
It's not something you can show your parents, though, is it?
Well, it is, because I said to my mum, I'm going to go and see this show. It's men with making shapes of their penises. Oh, I would love to see that, Ian. That sounds marvellous. I was most surprised. I am incredibly... I have low self-esteem. I'm very shy and incredibly socially inept.
But why? You are so successful. You're an awesome person.
Whoa.
I don't understand it. And
Take
you
that
and
smoke
Eloise, you're
up my
both... honestly, you're both really great people. I don't understand.
But see,
There's so many
what
more
you're saying
here.
here is making me uncomfortable.
This is just praise.
Exactly,
Honestly,
and I can't handle it. I can't at all. Are you any good with praise, Dougie?
Yes.
Good, you're so good. Line 5, you're on the wireless.
I think it should be compulsory for the people who phone the radio to make their point in the form of song instead of talking tunelessly.
Dance, dance to the radio. Dance with a woman at the rodeo. Dance, dance to the radio and make your point clear.
Line 6, you're on the wireless. OK, that's unpleasant. Line 4, you're on the wireless. It's a good song. It's a good song.
I know.
It is a good song. 7, you're on the wireless.
Come on in, sing with me, hey little hen. When will you lay me an egg for my tea?
Thank you very much. It's like stepping back in time here. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hello.
Hello, you're on the air.
Hi, it's Andrew.
Andrew, we haven't got much time. Get straight to the point.
Right. Rob from Pondersend, I once played him in a play.
Lovely. Line 4.
Oh, Ian.
Yes, line 4.
It's Glenn.
Hello, Glenn.
Glenn and Lackland, how are you doing, mate? All right?
I'm very well. How are you doing, fella? You all right?
I'm all right, yeah, I'm fine. I've just been with 5 hours shift at desk, I'll tell you what, 5 till 10.
Yep.
So, what is it, Ian?
You got like 10 seconds, Glenn.
Of,
Glenn, we're out of time. You got 10 seconds.
Yeah, well, have a nice evening. I'll ring again sometime, all right?
Good lad. Thank you very much, Glenn. Take care. Dougie, I will see you on Friday.
I'll see you on Friday too.
The Camden Head Clip Joint. If you go to facebook.com/groups/Clip Joint, all of the details are there. It's only £4. Ian Morris will be there. Dougie will be there. Eloise, thank you very much.
Bye.
Good
Thank
logging. Yes, Polly's up next. I keep wanting to say Sally. Polly!
Music up, I got my records on. I shut the world